What's up everybody, Solid S Boss coming at you once again with another video. This video going to be the last video in the Stomping onto Godzilla vs Kong, where I give you my thoughts on Godzilla, King of the Monsters. So just a bit of change of scenery today. So the girlfriend's working from home, so she's got the living room and I'm having to work in the back bedroom, and I'm literally kneeling on the floor and nothing to sit on. So yeah, so much I'm committed to the cause, just in case any of you are wondering. So, without further ado, let's get on to the movie. So, Godzilla, King of the Monsters, the sequel to Godzilla 2014, and the last movie so far in the Monsterverse, directed by Michael Dougherty and starring Carl Chandler, Millie Bobby Brown and Vera Farmiga. So, this movie, again, I'm going to start off with the monsters. So once again, with Godzilla, they've changed his design in this. Now, as I mentioned in Godzilla 2014's review, that was the definitive Godzilla design. Now this one is. I said up until Godzilla 2014 that was the definitive Godzilla design, and now they smashed it, in my opinion. I particularly like the spines. Now if you haven't read the comic books, I'd recommend going to have a look at those. So basically the spines have changed to due to something that happens in that. So excellent. They changed the feet, which, you know, if you watched my 2014 review, you'd know I love the feet in 2014. So this one, I mean, yeah, I get it. It's more to original Toho Godzilla, but it is what it is. Yeah, he's bigger, which is cool, as always. Bigger monsters, the better. So yeah, let's have a look at the villains, or the other monsters, if you will. So I don't really think there's much to talk about in terms of the other monsters. They're exactly the way I expected them to be. So Mothra is a big moth. Rodan is basically a pterodactyl. And Ghidorah, you know, I do love the designs, like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore them, and we talk about being inspired. They're inspired by the original, so I'm just going to have to move over a little bit here, I'm getting a little bit uncomfortable. So yeah, it's one of those for me. I feel they couldn't have done much different. That it's pretty much exactly what we expected it to be, and that's great. You could talk about the other monsters. You know, the ones that aren't really, you know, they're coming to the end of the movie, really. I mean, there's bits and bobs along the way. So you've got the big mammoth one. I keep forgetting all their names. I thought he was really cool. You had, what else did you have? You had that one that looked like Anguirus. And, you know, everyone thought it was coming out, you know, the one that came out of the mountain. And he again, they're just inspired. You know, it's no longer just Mutos that, again, like every other monster movie, monster, if you like. So yeah, the problem with this movie is that it lies in the characters. I don't think they're very interesting. Again, I really like Millie Bobby Brown as an actress. She's probably the best character in the movie. Carl Chandler's decent, but apart from that, like, I mean, yeah, it doesn't really do it for me. So, like, why do we need to have a villain? Like, I know that Toho movies often have villains, but for me, Charles Dance, who's the villain in this, like, he's just playing Tywin Lannister. I mean, it's so hollow. Just nothing, just a cliche villain. He's there to make things bad, and his motives are ridiculous. Like, why are his motives the way they are? Think, director and writer and all that stuff. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so I can't really talk much about the characters. They don't really offer much. And going on to my next issue with the movie. Now, this is going to cause a bit of a stir. The fight scenes. Okay, I have a big issue with the fight scenes, and this especially, or particularly, the last fight scene. So I spoke again in my 2014 review that about cutaways, and they do exactly the same in this. Like, in the final battle, like, you know, when Ghidorah's about to kill Millie Bobby Brown's character, and then Godzilla, you know, atomic breath out of nowhere, and then they clash, and it's like, yes, and then let's cut away. And let's cut away to nothingness, and it's consistently happens, and we've seen enough of this. Like, it's what, 2 hour 20-minute movie or something like that, 2 hour 15 minutes, probably a little bit less, but we've seen enough of these characters. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. Let's see Godzilla and Ghidorah, like, fight it out, like, proper duke it out, especially now that Godzilla's superpower because of the nuke. Did love burning Godzilla though. I mean, although he wasn't on the screen for much longer, I think that goes to show that Godzilla is powerful. And he, is really souped up. Nothing can stop him. Which again goes to moving on to Godzilla vs Kong. It's just a mismatch, for lack of a better term. But yeah, I do enjoy watching this movie. I'll put it on every now and again, but I don't really like it. I mean, I put it on to watch the monster fights, but that's it. You watch the monster fights, you're done. You don't need to watch the stuff about the characters. Oh, whilst I'm thinking about it as well, the Oxygen Destroyer. Now, the Oxygen Destroyer is pivotal in Godzilla lore. Absolutely, it's massive. So for those who don't know, if you ever watched the 1954 original movie, I'm going to spoil that movie for you. So if you want to get off, I'm going to give you 3, 2, 1. So the Oxygen Destroyer is a weapon created by Dr. Serizawa in 1954, and it's the only thing that can kill Godzilla. They've tried different methods to kill him, but none of them work. But the Oxygen Destroyer does. Right, so that's the first ever thing that killed Godzilla, even though he's indestructible. But in King of the Monsters, it's just out of nowhere. Oh, we've come up with a weapon called the Oxygen Destroyer. Bang, done. That's it. Like, where's the build-up? There's nothing for me. So, I can't really talk much about this movie. As I said, I don't really enjoy it. I definitely think it's by far and away the worst one in the trilogy. Like, it's decent fun, but there's no substance to it, and that's my issues with the film. So yeah, that's it really. I do, again, really appreciate you coming across. I've had to cut this short because my knees are absolutely killing me kneeling on this floor. Haven't long been for a run as well, so my legs are in agony right now. So just before I do go, I was going to do my thoughts on the Snyder Cut of the Justice League. I did end up watching it. So if you would be interested in watching that, let me know. Leave something in the comments below on whether or not you'd want me to do that. I'm tempted to do it because I do have a lot to say about it. And as someone who doesn't like this DC EU, I think some of you may be very surprised about what I've got to say about it. So if you would like to watch that, let me know and I'll do the recordings. So yeah, once again, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and you all take care.